we're trying this again. Last week, I kind of wiped to Bugsy, and that's disappointing because he's Bugsy. He's normally a joke, but like, Scyther is very strong in. Scyther has a good BST, so giving it, like, making me fight another Pokemon with that BST, I'm still in the name of a viewer. Okay, 6 carcinogeneticist. I don't like your comment and agree with it, but you get to be the person I'm playing as in this. But yeah, I wiped Bugsy last time, and I'm not like gonna. Sure, 6 Carson. I'm not going to like switch to a different game. I'm just going to play this one and have it go better this time. And we're not gonna wipe to Bugsy, and we're not gonna get like dog shit hatches from Prima, and I'm going to adjust my window type to be the good one. Good. And now this run is going to be good. And poor Ethan, you went from having a Manaphy to having a Hitmonlee, which is it's just so much lamer, Ethan. Oh, you poor boy. And I guess I'm like actually kind of distracted. First off, where the fuck did he go? Like, where the like he ran down here off screen, but he's not in any of these houses. Oh, he's in this house. I guess I've never been in here. But like, why was he on the second floor of Elm's house? Because that's not his house. And also, what a lame fucking house this is. There's no beds. Elm mistreats his family, is what I'm saying. So, we're doing this again. So, how have I been up to? Have I been watching television? Because that ends up being what I talk about in these videos a lot. What I've been watching. And I finished watching all of Malcolm in the Middle. And I think I checked these in advance and looked at their movesets. I'm just going to break that. But I'm going to go with Mareep because I don't think at level 5 in Gen 4, I double checked it, Ralts doesn't have any damaging moves. So as much as I like Gardevoir and Gallade, that would have been a immediate run killer. But yeah, I finished watching through Malcolm in the Middle, and like I watched that show a little bit as a kid, but I really enjoyed it. It's this fun show about just a family of horrible people, and like admittedly, I'm a sucker for the episodes where they're nice and like care for and defend each other and like drive a golf cart into a swimming pool to screw with Hal's family. I like how the no last names get along and are a family. But I didn't like the reunion. Like, as soon as I finished watching Malcolm in the Middle, I watched the, I gotta go talk to my mom and give her permission to steal my money. I watched Life is Still Unfair, or whatever it's called, and it wasn't very good. I didn't enjoy it. It was too nice, and the family, they were awful to each other, as usual. And them being awful people and terrible to each other was the only part that, like, felt good. It was just too saccharine and nice and, like, serious and dramatic, you know? Like, the best part of it is, wait, I can't catch anything out there. Anyway, the best part of it is Malcolm just, like, hiding himself from his family, and then as soon as Hal and Lois show up, just screaming, "You made me do this!" and then running away for 6 miles without stopping. That's good. And like, Francis, like, wait, I'm not the one you're maddest at? Why don't you care about me? I'm going to do something horrible to make you more mad at me. Like, that's good. Good old-fashioned, the family being terrible. That I like, but I don't know, I felt there was a lack of it. It went on for so long, that like them talking about how much they love Hal because Hal's great, and that was a sweet scene, but it went on too long, and well, I don't know. I know I just talked about how I do like when the family is nice to each other and care about each other, but it's because those moments are rare. They're normally assholes, but it's very clear that they don't think anyone outside of them has any right to be mean to their family, and they'll fight for each other if they have to. But I don't think they should just be this wholesome family that's always nice to each other and does this big saccharine video about how nice Hal is. You know, that didn't really do anything for me. Whatever, let's go do this thing. And yeah, give me the map, yep. What else is going on? Well, I got, like, my cell phone provider is US Cellular that's like, I get a letter from them saying like, oh, by the way, we've decided to deactivate your SIM card because it's too old, so you gotta get a new one now. So take this and go to the local US cellular store to replace your SIM card, or we're gonna shut your phone down. I'm like, okay, I'm annoyed that you're doing this fucking planned obsolescence, but whatever. I'll go to the local US cellular store to do this, and they say, oh, we don't do that. We don't do that anymore. We just got bought by T-Mobile, and now we don't do anything US Cellular anymore at our US Cellular stores. None of the US Cellular stores do anything for US Cellular customers anymore because they got bought by T-Mobile. Cool. I still have an account with US Cellular now, and now you're not doing the things that you told me that I needed to do, so I don't... So what's step 2 of this? Well, you can get like a new T-Mobile plan. Fine, I'll look into that. Not right now. They said I could maybe call a number and have them over the phone like fix my SIM card, but like if US Cellular can't like fix US Cellular stuff, then why are they sending me letters saying it is urgent? Immediately go to the nearest US Cellular's phone store to fix things. Oh, we don't fix those though. I'm annoyed. Let's see. Yep, see, it just knows growl. It's a loser. Such a loser. Pathetic. You stole a useless Pokemon, Lamer Wally, or should I check what your name's going to be, because you get to be named after a disliked commenter. Yes, that's right. Be mean to me right before I'm about to start a new video. And then I'll name a comment after you. I'll name my rival after you, and you'll get extra screen time. Unfortunately, they're going to get like a really overrated rival who isn't very good named after them, like Leviathan. What a fucking dumb name. You did a dumb comment, so you get the dumb rival named after you. And now I've got some comments to read after. I should just pull this up and like do it. What was the boy's name? The boy's name was Leviathan. Let's see what we did. Leviath. Surely someone has that stupid name in real life. Leviath sounds like a real stupid name, but you, a person who gets to be the rival because your comment was dog shit and disliked, you like the epilogues, opinion disregarded. Neat. You're wrong though. The epilogues are so fucking good. Like my thing with like Homestuck, the epilogues are so good and I really like the epilogues. I feel like, ooh, a Milotic. Makes sense because there's all the Feebas, and you killed it. Gotcha. Killed the Milotic. Gotcha. Like, I feel like I realized recently why I don't like Pokemon, why I don't like the Homestuck fandom, and why I'm constantly annoyed with these people. I feel like the Homestuck fandom is a lot of people who, you talk to them and they'd say, oh, I hated this episode of The Simpsons, it killed the show, it was just completely unwatchable, and I hate it, and all the characters were out of character, and they just killed randomly. The show's ruined now. And then you look at the episode they're talking about, and it's like a Treehouse of Horror episode. They're like, God, I can't believe Homer would just kill zombie Flanders. Like, that was so out of character. Yeah, but it's a Treehouse of Horror. Like, battle armor isn't a great ability, but it is nice to not have to worry about critical hits. Like, the Homestuck fandom is the fans of this really interesting metatextual story that's constantly like playing around with and expanding on its medium and doing weird meta shit, and they hate the meta shit and like refuse to acknowledge that's a story that's playing around with fandom and tropes and the nature of storytelling. Like, Homestuck is not subtle. Everything in fucking Homestuck, it just is so in your face. The epilogues are so in your face. They're not hard to understand. But most fans don't get the very basic thing. They say, hey, we're doing an interesting story debating we're doing a story about fan fiction and what that means and what that means for stories. And the fans, just the response was, well, this is like fan fiction. Well, yeah, they said that at the start. Why are you saying that like it's a big thing? Anyway, Clayton Griffin, on my Trolls video, I think a bunch of this comes from the idea that the Trolls would come back and have more important roles after their resurrection. Why? Why would you think that is a thing that was going to happen? That wasn't going to happen, though. well, to be fair, they did come back, but they didn't have more important roles after the resurrection. They continued being minor. Like Scungoid, who I named my Centret after. Finally, someone actually analyzing these characters instead of just like trying to defend their favorite's honor as if they're personally best friends with them or something. Yes, like it's okay if someone doesn't like a character that you like or has a different interpretation on a story. It's not a personal attack. Or a lad Leviathan the dumbass, and then I am named after him, but Lyra or Chris, which is it? No, I think it is Lyra. I personally think it would have made sense to make a spin-off for the other trolls. Again, no! I don't think there was enough there with those characters for there to be a good spin-off. I think there were characters who were created with very specific short arcs and that limited screen time that mostly existed to get across those arcs, and it went well. I don't think the trolls were lacking in screen time. I don't think that was their big problem. The rating mute, not a defense for them. Everyone's stupid, obvious mistakes can sadly be explained off as class specs. Eridan is a prince of hope, which is why his cosmic truth of existence is destroying hope every way he can. Solx makes the program that kills the Lucide because he's the Mage of Doom. He creates Doom. It's dumb, but it's a factor, a very dumb factor. And here's the thing. Oh, I guess I am getting a cat or bee. Here's the thing about class specs. That shit ain't real. It's like a motif the story uses to describe the abilities and arcs of characters within the story. But like, it's not... It's descriptive of who they are. It isn't prescriptive of who they are, I don't think. It isn't like... Eridan is given the title Prince of Hope because he destroys hope. He doesn't destroy hope because he's the Prince of Hope. It's like he has free will. He's making decisions. He just has like someone cosmically sees the future. This is what you're going to be. You're going to be a great destroyer, and Spur assigned him that class. Class specs don't control characters. They're describing who the characters are, you know? I don't know. Also, the whole class spec system is so vague and stuff that I don't really give too much shits about it. Bread says, I like when Dirk says it's Dirking time and, oh god. Yes, that is a funny comment. He just dirked all over it. Ugh. He dirk on my Strider until I become like evil. Let's rearrange moves so I can mash into Thunder Shock. And let's see what youngster Joey has. But first, let's fight the even stronger youngster, the other one who isn't Joey. Oh, he's got Makuhita, because he's better than Joe. Oh, Volt Absorb. Sometimes when I'm super speed, it takes me like half a second to react. Okay, Performer Kato, who, yeah, Skitty's kind of the type of Pokemon that Joey would use, because Joey's lame. He couldn't even win in Battle City. And like you'll say, to be fair, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's bullshit that Joey lost to Merrick because Joey like was gonna beat Merrick." Yeah, but Joey in the previous duel, he got his ass handed to him by Odeon. He won because Odeon randomly fainted from like Shadow Duel bullshit. So it's only fair that Joey loses because of random Shadow Duel bullshit. Like, it's only fair. He shouldn't have made it to the semifinals. Odeon was a better duelist than Joey, and I'm tired of pretending he wasn't. Okay, Joey lost fair and square. He shouldn't even made it that far. He was a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. I don't remember the actual Kaido is One Piece. Gotta get another encounter. There's a lot of encounters at the start of runs, but none of them have been great. I guess I could train up Ekans to have a second Pokemon, but I should probably look at the Prima eggs first. No, but anyway, let me get my Dark Cave encounter, and that'll probably be the end. And I'm scrolling to find another comment. Okay. Let's see. Holiday Girl, I've named after you in the past, but that's because you do comments. At least, or maybe you're someone else named after Noel I've done. But that Holiday Girl comment, I think, and this is for my October Homestuck video, which I said I'm making one in October. I didn't say the character. But you know what? I'll say what it isn't. It's not Jack Noir. I think it's going to be Jack Noir. Like no one is expect them. My other guess would be Dirk or Jane. Although I do have a weird guess. I know it won't happen. Tavros, because it's Tavros. I could do on Tavros. I don't really like Tavros that much, admittedly, or have any. And there's not like the big hook of I'm really interested in this character's complexity for Tavros that I have with every character I've made a video on. And I have also kind of made a video on Jack Noir. He's not a very complex character. He's just like, I like killing. And I did in What Killed Homestuck, like my precursor to these character profile videos, I talked a lot about why Jack works as a character. I talked about how he's just this asshole who likes killing people, but he works. Drizzle's interesting because it makes water attacks that are bad for you better against you, but also maybe it could work if I got like thunder on an Ampharos. I don't know. Like I talked about why Jack Noir is a kind of flat character, but still works as a character and is really entertaining in the original Homestuck because he's more a plot device. He's a force of nature, and that works. Him just being this unstoppable, terrifying killing machine. Like, Jack isn't a complex character, but he forces other characters to be complex and make interesting decisions. And that's what's nice about Jack as a character and why I think he works. And anyway, actually I should check what they got at the mart. Does this have a second counter? Well, you got nothing I want. Nothing I want. But I've run out of comments, and I've got like one up there, 3 from Prima, 1, 2. I got so many more Pokemon that I can catch next time, and I've already gone through so many comments, and I need to refresh the comments, so I'm gonna end this one kind of here. Yeah, Nuzlocke on my vlogs until. Oh, I do have one thing that I want to talk about. So like, have you ever seen those videos of like trucks hitting bridges and getting like can openered? I got a photograph like something like that with like this crane truck that tries to drive under the bridge, like literally a block from my house, and just the crane hits the bridge and gets ripped off. Like the back of the truck is just lying 100 feet away from the rest of the truck. I bet that guy got fired. Ooh, that's bad. You ripped your truck in half, dumbass. You forgot how tall the bridge was. Anyway, penis. Is that seriously how I'm gonna end this?